Shalom. Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This is why mission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Why mission teaches the 100% truth doctrine, just as GMS. I want to bring out what's going on with Israel. Okay. Israel is basically wilding out, turning up. You had an incident over in in Israel, West Bank, and then after that you had an incident with an Israeli staff member here in the United States in Washington, D.C. I'm going to bring out the videos and just two scriptures if I can end it.
Meanwhile, Israeli troops are facing criticism for firing what they say were warning shots at a group of diplomats in the West Bank. They claim the group had entered a restricted area in the city of Jenin. No injuries were reported. Palestinian news agency Wafa says the delegation comprised of diplomats from at least 20 countries, including Japan, and from the European Union. They were visiting the city to assess the situation.
We definitely call on Israel to investigate this incident and also hold these accountable who are responsible for this, and any threats on diplomats' lives are unacceptable.
An official at Japan's foreign ministry described the shooting as regrettable and says the government has lodged a protest. It called on Israel to put measures in place to avoid the same thing happening again. Israeli troops have been conducting raids in Jenin in an effort to root out militants. The fighting has forced many residents to flee their homes.
Okay, so you see Israel turning on their own people, okay, their allies. Okay, so I'm going to bring out this real quick. And this happened.
I'm Chief Pamela A. Smith, Chief of Police for the Metropolitan Police Department, and I'll start by expressing my sincere condolences to both of the victims and the families, and also the attendees tonight at the Capitol Jewish Museum. At approximately 9:08 p.m. tonight, we received multiple calls for a shooting in the area of 3rd Street and F Street Northwest. Officers located one adult male and one adult female unconscious and not breathing at the scene. DC Fire and EMS responded, and despite all life-saving efforts, both victims succumbed to their injuries. The preliminary investigation indicates that both victims were exiting an event at the Capitol Jewish Museum located in the 500 block of 3rd Street Northwest when the shooting occurred. We believe the shooting was committed by a single suspect who is now in custody. Prior to the shooting, the suspect was observed pacing back and forth outside of the museum. He approached a group of 4 people, produced a handgun, and opened fire, striking both of our decedents. After the shooting, the suspect then entered the museum and was detained by event security. Once in handcuffs, the suspect identified where he discarded the weapon, and that weapon has been recovered, and he implied that he committed the offense. The suspect chanted, "Free, free Palestine," while in custody.
All right, so you see that. All right, basically, spirits created for vengeance. The Lord is bringing them out, okay? All right, so that was to get back at them shooting at those diplomats, and that's a grave offense in itself right there, okay? So look, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, okay? So the least of the flock is Israel, okay? They shooting at people and they getting their staffers killed, okay? Retaliated against, all right? Spirits created for vengeance, all right? Obadiah 1:7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, okay? And, okay, it said the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, okay? So these nations were at peace with each other, okay? And now they're sending warning shots, okay? Israel's sending warning shots at them, okay? You got Esau over here shooting up their staffers, okay? Killing their people. So this is going to be like a tick for tack thing. So I just wanted to bring that out. I'm about to go up in here and do this, do what I'm supposed to do, working and stuff like that. So, but things are moving and starting to get out of control more and more. It was, like I said, a little drought for a couple of days But now things are starting to get hot again, and Israel is at the forefront of it. Okay, so this isn't gonna go well with those staffers, those embassy staffers that got killed recently, yesterday, or whatnot. So Israel's gonna feel like more emboldened to act against their once allies, partners in crime, these other nations, and they're gonna feel more emboldened to go after Gaza, okay, the Palestinians, okay. So Most High stirring up jealousy, strife between the nations, and he's basically putting hooks in their jaws to lure them into the third woe, and it's coming quickly. So with that, I like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Kakwadah Shalom.